Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to the Ravaged Star Battle Report. I got Blake here all the way from South Carolina, and he is here to help us playtest more of Ravaged Star. Let's take a look at our forces and what we're bringing today.
We play and call it work.
I'm pulling out the Steel Specters. Now, this battle report is specifically to refresh me on all of the rules of the Steel Specters because I want to finish them. They are still in early beta, but as we are nearing the Kickstarter for the physical Steel Specters so that we can actually 3D print them and get you guys physical miniatures, I wanted to make sure that the rules are nice and tight and nice and well done. I already know of a lot of changes I want to make, but I didn't want to do it until I had played a game with them again. And then Blake has decided to play the Immari. So we got a red versus blue going on right here. So I want to point out a couple things. First off, if you want to help with the rules, then we have our Discord server. Go to miniwargaming.com/RavageStar. And if you want to help support Ravaged Star, well, we got a couple ways to do that. One is to go to our game found. The late pledge manager is open, so you can still add some Immari, Veiled Touch, and Gorkog to it. And then we do have a Kickstarter coming up for the Steel Specters. I have a link below so you can sign up to the email list so you can be notified of more information about that. Any of those things will help us to develop this even better and to make Ravaged Star as big a game as possible. We are playing scenario number 3, which is Vital Resources. There are 4 objectives that we took turns placing, and then we deployed back and forth, 24-inch no man's land. We do have some reserves. I've got the Dragonfly in reserve, and then Blake has a couple of oppressors in reserve as well. And so ready to fly onto the table and rat-tat-tat their way through it. On the Steel Spectre side, I decided to go with more of the robots this time. And so we got the basic droids, and these guys are actually really good support drones because they have an aura that reduces accuracy of enemies and improves my defense. And we got some hard-hitting instigator mechs with a really good militia lieutenant, and then some scouting drones to the side. And then on the other side, we got a good solid core of infantry and shield maidens. There's more of them back there, with the Royal Warden to help everybody with his inspiring aura. And then a scouting group of Pathfinders and some shield wardens as well. Sorry, these are shield maidens over here. I think I called them shield wardens. And the shield wardens over there to give some hitting power as well. 2 objectives are close to the middle, whereas Blake decided to put his a little further back. There is some risk, of course, doing that because you get extra bonus points if you grab an objective that's in your opponent's deployment zone. So it's easier for you to hold it, but worth more for your opponent if they take it away from you. All the rules are free. Link below for those as well. Lots of links below, so check them all out. Let's jump into round 1.
All right.
Blake here is going to do the honors of drawing the first token. What do we got?
Myself with a core.
We got an Immari core.
All right. I've got my Pathfinders over here that did their scout move, trying to hide behind the building. I'm going to move my core. I don't think I'm going to see anything, so I'm going to run them.
So it's a move and a half, so 9 inches instead of 6.
My leader can get...
So only the leader is actually measured, and then everybody else is just picked up and placed within 3 inches. Line of sight is drawn to any model, but only from the unit leader. So he's grabbing some cover at the very least. What's our next activation, Blake?
You, sir.
That is
An elite.
An elite for Steel Spectre. I'm going to activate my instigator mechs. I'm going to try to do a move and maybe just some pot shots. And we've moved up with our leaderless unit, and we can see the infantry, so we're going to take some shots at them. They're going to be in heavy cover, so that'll give me a -1 to hit and then +1 defense. We got 10 shots hitting on 7s, but 8s and up are reaping.
6 up?
Yeah, 6 up defense. Your heavy cover ignores my AP. Ooh. Okay, so normally a 6 up would be half and half, but somehow Blake managed to only get 2 out of the 9. So how many die? Do you have 7 then that die?
I have 7 dead.
Oh boy, that's a bad opening volley. So 7 of the infantry are destroyed. So anything but the unit leaders can be removed.
My dice rolls.
That was not a good opening volley. Or it was a good opening volley for me. So leadership test because they were brought below half, so they are depleted. So go ahead, 6+.
Come on, 6.
They are not broken, so that's good, or shaken. Whew, that's a bad first volley for you. That was pretty lucky for me. And now we have, what do we got?
Elite.
That's your elite.
All right, I'm going to sneak the leader around the
Those are your
corner.
Pathfinders.
My Pathfinder's here.
Wants to get some vengeance.
Stick his weapon out there. See if they can't get a medium range shot.
And as long as the unit leader can see, then they all get to fire.
Okay.
So these Mars turrets back here, as long as the shield drone is alive, it creates a 12-inch aura that if you target units within 12 inches, it's a -1 accuracy, and also gives them +1 defense. So it's going to be a little harder to kill these guys because of that. So they are now going to be hitting on 7s. It's normally 5s, but 6s from range, and then 7s from that.
Here goes 7s.
Oh, not bad. And every 7+ is reaping, so it's 2 hits. So a good 12 hits. I ignore the AP thanks to armored, and my defense is improved because of the Mars turret, so I'm up to a 5-up. Ouch. You did exactly 5 damage, and they have 5 wounds each, so I will remove the one in the back. They are leaderless, so I can choose whichever one is a leader whenever I want, and I want it to be the guy that's closest. And this does not deplete them yet, because it's a unit of 2. You have to kill one and wound the next for it to be depleted. What do we got next, Blake?
Yourself, boost.
Oh, it's a boost! So boost is basically a wild card. I can activate anything I want. Furthermore, every unit has 1 or 2 boost options that gives them, a boost. Makes them better. I am going to boost these drones, the patrol drones, and I'm going to choose the option that they gain target coordination and target lock, both 12-inch auras. Target lock is a 12-inch aura. Any enemies in it do not get cover, so I get to ignore cover against them. And target coordination is a 12-inch bubble that gives everybody improved accuracy for ranged weapons, but it doesn't work on themselves. So they're going to move up here, and then we're going to try to finish off these infantry. So hitting on 6s, 9s are reaping, ignoring cover. 7-up defense, there's only 2 guys left. Yeah, we got him. It's a good roll, though. Just not good enough for 2 guys. Because because you drew one of my boost tokens, you have to be next. So you just pull until it is one of yours, which happened to be you right away, a commander token. You only have one commander, which is your Herald. So you can run him 9 inches. Where's he going to go?
I'm going to run him up here.
Now, for the most part, you don't have to worry about your characters getting sniped, because if they're within 3 inches of a unit, they can't be shot at more than 6 inches. But my captain over here with the sniper rifle has precision, which ignores that. So he's got to be careful to keep him out of his line of sight, which right now he is.
Right, my objective within his aura. So I think I need to scooch him a little bit more this way.
Well, as long as he's in range of at least 1 model, it doesn't have to be the unit leader.
Ah, good point.
So you can put the unit leader on the objective and then put other guys near him.
Okay.
Yeah, the auras are measured from the unit leader to the nearest model.
Steel Spectre Commander.
I'm going to activate my lieutenant, and I made a big mistake because he can actually bring back one of these guys. He has a heal support. Oh, no, it's support. They're elite. Never mind. He can't bring them back. So I thought he could, because he has heal support 5, which means he can bring back 5 wounds of models or heal 5 wounds on a support model. But these guys are elite, so it wouldn't work on them. I was thinking that he was just out of range to do that. So instead, he's just going to run up and get ready for next round. So he'll just go up the middle, getting ready to try to grab this objective later on. And now we have support for me.
Support.
Dragonfly is going to basically redeploy here. And because we have target coordination on these drones, because they are boosted, I'll be able to ignore cover against them. Plus, I will get an accuracy improvement for my range attacks from from the target coordination. So there's target lock, which ignores cover, target coordination, which helps his range accuracy. So we're hitting on 5s, 8s are reaping. So AP1, so you'll be up to a 6-up.
Looking for 6s.
Look at that, you took it just fine. What do we got?
Support.
For the Immari.
That's right. Absolutely.
So you've got 2 oppressors, one that's an anti-tank build and one that is anti-infantry. So you're going to drop in the anti-tank on this side in the hopes of trying to deal with my Dragonfly.
All right, so I can move in just outside of 8, which I'm going to do. And my idea is then I can move back on this objective.
Yeah, so I actually have Skirmisher as well. So we both have Skirmisher, which allows you to get a free move after you shoot. I didn't take my free move because there wasn't really anywhere I wanted to go. I didn't want to get closer to the shield maidens, because they could actually do some decent damage. So popping in, firing everything at the dragonfly. 6s to hit, 8s are good for anti-armor. Ooh, they both miss. And our next draw is...
Core for the...
For me, for Steel Specters.
Yeah.
That's really just my droids, so they're going to activate and they're going to run forward onto that objective. And forward they go onto that objective. And now we've got a Steel Spectre boost! I'm going to get cheeky. This Blade Burn Captain, for his boost, he's going to redeploy for free. So Blake was trying to hide his Herald, and so I'm going to pop over here. And then as my first action, because that was a free action, I'm going to aim. And then my second action, I'm going to fire. What was that, Blake?
I thought we were going to play a friendly game.
This is friendly.
Didn't seem friendly.
So we got 3 shots hitting on 2s, because he ignores range penalties as well with Sniper. And 8s are piercing. Okay, we got 1 8+.
Okay.
Start with the 2 6-up saves.
6s.
Oh, he fails 1. If you fail 2 saves, you're dead, because these are 3 damage apiece.
Ouch.
So now you have 1 8-up save. So if you fail this, the Herald goes down. Oh, you missed. You missed again? You could do it.
I'm trying hard.
Oh, the Herald goes down. Snipes the Herald. He's only a supporting character. He only has 6 wounds.
He's only...
So now because I got a boost, you have to go next. Have you gotten one of your boosts yet?
I have not.
You did not. I'm not trying to rub any salt in your nose. More just curious. You keep drawing until you get your boost.
Retribution.
We'll see. Other oppressor is going to come on in. Now for your boost, I'm assuming you're choosing multi-fire, which allows him to fire all his weapons instead of just one.
Right. My play here is to
try to
get right there, shoot everything at the guy before you heal him, and then maybe get on that objective.
Oof.
So firing all the guns, 8 dice, needing 7s.
And then 8s are reaping. My armored ignores your AP1, and then the Mars turret in the back gives me another defense, so I'm up to 5 up. 1, 2, 3 wounds. He's down to 2. I do become depleted, so I owe you a 5-up leadership check. I am not broken nor shaken. So he's down to 2 wounds. Now you're going to do your skirmish free move. Pop onto the objective. I'm not actually a large target, so you do grab that objective because you count as 3 models. So I have to be the one to go next. All I have left is an elite. That would be the turrets back here. They're going to pop up here, and they're going to fire everything up at your oppressor. Start with the large turret with his anti-armor missiles or cannons. Hitting on 5s, anti-armor 8+. Not bad. So 2 9-up saves.
Come on.
Oh, you made one of them. They're 3 damage a pop. And the 2 smaller turrets hitting on 5s, reaping 8. So 5 6-up saves. Oh, that actually does 3 damage as well. That brings your oppressor down to 4 wounds, which depletes it, so you owe me a leadership check. Got a 5+.
Very important.
You're fine.
Good.
And now it's just going to be you. You got your core.
Okay.
Activating some shield maidens. One's right in the middle. Just going to run. So unit leader runs up 9 inches. And then the other models are just placed in coherency within 3 inches of the leader. And then we get...
a core.
Oh, you did not get your boost token yet. Well, the only core left are these shield wardens. Or shield maidens, sorry.
Oh, yeah. That prevents... I was hoping for the boost because they needed swift.
Well, you won't be able to charge, but you can still run onto the objective and grab that at least. It will open them up if I manage to activate first next round, of course.
Yeah.
Who cares, right? Here they come.
Right.
So you've got an elite token and a boost token in there. Will you be able to get the boost token for your guys and get some swift so they can move up the table? And the answer is no, you got the elite token. So they'll have a 9-inch run instead of a 12-inch run, just popping up behind this building right here. Won't be as close to these guys as you'd like.
Yeah, you killed 2.
Let's look at the scenario. So you get 1 victory point for controlling at least 1 objective, so we both get that. You get a victory point for controlling more than half the objectives, and you actually get that. You have all 3, so you got 2 points. Neither of us control objectives in our opponent's deployment zone, and neither of us took objectives away from our opponent, because you can't do that in the first round. But you do get 2 victory points for whoever kills the most, which would be me. I killed 2 units and you killed none. So that actually ties up the game. 2-2. Sorry, I got that wrong. The score is 3-2 for me because I do get a point for holding at least one objective. So that gets you a bonus boost token in round 2.
And I need it.
The board is set. This is actually where it becomes important, the order that we pull, because look how close everything is together. Everybody's in charge distance and shooting distance. What's the first activation of round 2? It is my core. I am definitely going to activate these droids, or these drones, sorry, and they're going to move up to grab the objective, and then they're just going to do as much damage as they can to your shield maidens. Nice and simple, 10 shots, hitting on 6s, 9s are reaping. All right, we've got 6 through there with reaping, 6 up defense with the AP1. We managed to kill 4 of them, that's not horrible. Remove any 4 but the unit leader. Oh, not 5, just 4. There you go, that's 4 on the one side.
Yeah, just leave them
There
there.
we are. I was hoping for more casualties there, but this game isn't as killy. What do we get? My commander. I am going to try to finish off the oppressor. So I'm going to activate the lieutenant. It's going to focus and then fire its anti-armor rounds from its quad gun into your oppressor. 4 shots hitting on 2s. 8s are piercing, crushing, and anti-armor. Ooh, we got a couple of them. You got to make 2 9-up saves to stay alive. Can you spike it? Oh, so close. All right, we got it. It does have the explodes 3-inch rule, which is close enough to your shield maiden, so let's roll for that. Okay. So the way explodes works is you roll a number of dice equal to the number of wounds that it started with, and every 9+, any units within 3 inches will take a damage 1 AP2 hit. That ignores cover. So go ahead. How many are you going to hit your shield?
So I want to roll badly.
Yeah, you don't want to roll 9+, because I'm not near you. I got 1, 2, just 2. So 2 7-up saves against your shield maidens. 1 of them dies to the explosion. That could have been much. Yeah, could have been worse. Yeah, and then the oppressor is gone as well. That's the worst part. The oppressor didn't get a chance to fire this turn.
Okay.
Ooh, Blake isn't feeling too good right now.
I need a little bit of a comeback.
Nope, that's my boost. That's the opposite. Oh, that's
blue.
your boost.
I'm blue. You're switching team.
I don't know what's going on. Immari boost.
All right.
Tough choice.
It is tough. I'm gonna use this. Try to get my money's worth out of the Swift.
No, you're not going to do Swift.
Oh, that's right.
Armored and parry.
Armored and parry
because you're already in range of the instigator.
Okay.
And so the 9-inch charge is already good. And then they'll have armored 2, so they'll ignore 2 levels of AP, and parry, which means I'll get -1 to hit them in close combat.
Okay. I think I am just in range.
The unit leader is the only one that you measure. And then everybody else you put as close as possible to the enemy while staying in coherency of the unit leader. Their pistols have assault, so they're hitting on 7s because of my Mar turrets, which are giving them -1. And I'll have a 5-up save. And that kills it. Look at that. They killed it just on the shooting on the charge in.
All right.
So that will kill the instigator.
So if I had done Swift, they probably could have multi-charged and shot at one and killed the other?
Yeah. Would you like to have done that instead?
Because
you won't be on the objective. I think that's the difference. The question is, do you want to be on the objective or not? Although there's a lot of firepower coming back your way, so maybe the objective won't matter.
Does the guest get 1 take back?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's try it.
Well, this is also playtesting, so we're trying to feel out how the things work.
Okay.
So if you make a tactical error, it doesn't really give us valuable feedback, right?
There you
like,
go.
oh, wait a second. Let's see how powerful Swift with pistols really is. So basically what you would have done is you would have moved to there.
Right.
And then you would have been around the instigator mech when he died. And now you can swing at these guys. And it doesn't matter where they are as long as the unit leader is engaged. As long as any model's engaged, they can all fight. Now we're doing your melee attacks against the Mar turrets, hitting on 6s because of the -1, reaping 8. I got 6-up saves on my Mar turrets. Becomes a 5-up because of my defensive field. So it looks like they're 2 wounds each. So we got 1, 2 destroyed. I'm going to destroy the little ones because I can bring them back with the right activation. So that was a boost for you, so I have to go next. Not that one. It needs to be white. I got to remember. You're blue, I'm white. Hey, a commander for me. Bladeburn Captain is next. Now the Bladeburn Captain has its bounty complete because it assassinated a character. So essentially the way the bounties work is I have a list of things that I'm trying to accomplish, and the unit that accomplishes it first gets the bounty token, and it activates a new ability on their data sheet. In the case of the Bladeburn Captain, it's redeploy. So now every time he activates, he can spend an action to redeploy. I'm going to stay still, and I'm going to focus and fire at your Pathfinders. So you are in heavy cover, so I'll be hitting you on 3s. So we got 2 hits.
Let's go 6s.
6 up saves. You make one of them, so one just dies, 3 damage. So snipes one of them. Next up, we got your core.
Core.
Yeah, you were worried about my support going before them, so Shield Wardens, I'm guessing they're charging in.
They are going to charge.
Start with their pistols, hitting on 6s. Only 2 hits. 7 up save. 1 dies. And then you get to swing. Hitting on 5s, reaping 8. We got 6 up defense. Killed 2 more. And didn't kill too many, but at least now you're in combat for when my Dragonfly goes. And now we have your boost! I'm boosting the Oppressor to get multi-fire 3, so it can fire all 3 of its anti-armor weapons. I'm assuming your plan is to move forward, shoot the Dragonfly, and then skirmish move away.
I think that's a good idea.
So you're within 16, so you can move into short range, fire, and then move away. How's that sound? You can just leave it where it is. We can say that you moved in, shot, and moved away.
All right. Let's go.
But you want to make it look cool, right?
Let's go with the visual.
Yes. Here it comes. Missile launcher first. 5s to hit. 8s are anti-armor. Oh, 2 hits. 1 is anti-armor. So the regular one, I'll have a 7 up defense. I make it. And the other one, I'll have 9 defense, I believe, which I fail. That is 5 damage. Machine gun hits on 5s, reaping 8. Ooh, we got 3 hits. Got 6 up save from that. Ooh, that one's cocked. So I made 2 of them. I made all 3 of them. Harpoon hits on a 3. That's a hit. Got a 7 up save against that. Oh, I failed. That's 3 damage. That brings me down to 2 wounds. And so I have to do a leadership test. Because you possibly stunned me from all your damage. I got a 6+. I fail. I am shaken. Very back and forth. I've done lots of damage, but I think you're starting to do it back. And then you got your skirmish free move back onto the objective. You boosted, so it has to be me next no matter what. Nope. It has to be me next no matter what, Blake. Blake. Has to be me next no matter what.
There
we are.
There are so many of me in the bag.
That's right. Elite. Oh, my only elite still are the turrets, which are locked in combat. As an action, I'll bring a turret back. I got the heal ability, and then I guess I'm just going to fight you. Only the engineer actually has any attacks, but he has 4 attacks. So he's going to be hitting on 4s. We got 3 hits.
Let's
6
go.
up with the AP1. Kill one of them. And it does have stuns. Normally you'd have to take a leadership test to see if you get shaken, but you are boosted, which means you're immune to that. And now it can be anybody's turn, and it is my elite. I don't have any more, so draw another token, s'il vous plaît. See what we can do. We got my boost. I'm gonna boost my droids, and it gives their shotguns assault, which means they get to shoot them when they charge somebody, and it will give their close combat weapons reaping. Already measured this, 9-inch charge right to those shield maidens. So shotguns have point blank 1, which means they get an extra shot when they're within short range. So we got 20 shots, hitting on 6s. Ended up with 9 out of 20. No AP, so you get your 5 up saves because they got shields. Go ahead. You could do it. You could do it. You could do it. Oh, 1, 2, 3 die. So 3 of them are gonna die. And then I get to swing with the gun butts. 1, 2, 3. So I do because my unit leader is no longer engaged, before I fight, I do a close ranks, which means it just moves the closest distance, and then I just reform everybody. And then we'll swing. So 10 more attacks with the gun butts, hit on 5s. Reaping 9, thanks to the boost.
Okay.
6 of them go through, 5 up saves.
Let's go, ladies.
Looks like 4 more die. That's exactly how many you had left. Uh-oh. Next one has to be you, because I just boosted. It is your support, which is already gone. So you draw another one, which still has to be you. So you have to activate next no matter what. So you got your boost. So Blake is thinking about gambling. He's not liking his odds right now. He's losing stuff too quickly. And so he wants to activate the Pathfinders. Now they can get a free move or a free focus. And you're thinking of doing a free move and then moving again and then getting on this objective and then shooting. Is that right?
That's what I want to do. If I move 6...
So you could move.
I will be...
Well, you could move, and then shoot.
I can move, then shoot.
That way you're grabbing the objective.
And is point blank just short range?
Yeah.
So
you'll have more shots.
So
and then you're hoping to draw them first next round.
Right.
So they get to activate again before I have a chance to retaliate, because all my guys here have activated.
All right. So I'm going to move.
All right. So move onto the objective. So a free move and your regular move. So 12 inches. And then the other guys can just get placed around them. So you've got 4 of them in total. And now for their other action, they can shoot. I'm assuming you're going to shoot at my droids. Does that sound right?
I'm going to do a little calculation.
Or do you want to shoot at these guys and get rid of my buffing?
I'm going to do a little calculation on what would be better. I might split fire.
Hard choice here. Blake's not sure who he wants to fire at. Does he fire at the supporting unit that is giving the debuffs and buffs, and then hope for the double tap at the beginning of the next round and go after the other unit? Or just go for the other unit? They're both the same defense, and so they're both relatively the same ease of killing. But this one hits back way harder.
Right. I think these guys, I want to kill the support, but I got to get 8 shots to do it.
Well, these guys are 10.
These guys are 10, but if I will them down enough, then I think I can survive that. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
So who are you firing at?
I'm going to kill these guys.
Okay. Hitting on 6s, 7s are reaping. You forgot a few, so 3 more. Oh, it didn't matter.
Didn't help it.
6 up save. I lose 1, 2, 3, 4 only.
Okay.
So we got 4 of them that are taken down.
Basically, the dice.
All right, the next one has to be me, which I believe is just going to be my support. I think I've already used my 2 boosts. Looking around. Oh no, I still have a boost. What do you get me?
An elite. Have you already?
I don't have an elite to go, so keep going until you find another white one. And it is still blue.
Have you noticed the trend that the white dice or the white tokens tend to come out first?
Yeah, I got to go. There we are.
It's
it's a core.
Core.
All right, keep going. I already did that. There's a support and there's a boost in there. It's boost. So I'm going to boost my last unit, which will be my Dragonfly, which will remove the shaken, but it does not allow me to activate my boost ability. So if you're shaken, you become unshaken, but no boost ability. So we are going to fly up to here, fire down at your Pathfinders, and then move again. Hitting on 6s, reaping 8. Oh, golly, 10 hits. 7 up save. 1, 2, 3.5 of them die. I guess that answers that question about whether these guys will be super effective. And with my skirmish move, I'm going to pop on down there and take that objective from you. Okay. Lastly, we just have 1 activation on the Shield Wardens who are just going to run. They won't be able to get to the objective, but they can be in a position to take it next turn. Up they go. And that is the end of round 2. So let's take a look at the current points. We both are holding at least 1 objective because you've got the one in the back. And then I am holding 2 objectives, but not more than half. So we both get 1 point. And then we look at...
I have a question. Is it, if the leader's there, you count everybody?
Yes.
Or do you count who's within 3?
As long as the leader is there, you count the whole squad.
I see, okay.
Yeah, so the leader's the only one that we measure, and then the rest of them just provide bodies for it.
I got to get that in my head, okay.
I know, it's a simplification, but it's sometimes hard to remember because you're used to all the other games that you play.
That's right.
And so we both get 1 point, bringing the score to 4-3, and then we got to see who killed the most units. I killed 2 units, you killed 1, netting me 2 more points, so the score is now 6-3 for the Steel Specters. Not looking too good, but the order of activation can make all of the difference. We'll see. Round 3, I don't know if the Immari can come back from this. Remember, you have your once per game interrupt.
Which I'm planning on using.
If you draw one of my tokens, you're just going to call it.
That's right.
And we have one of my tokens. It would be my Dragonfly. Are you going to declare that you're going to go next no matter what?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's quite simple. My Dragonfly is going to try to finish off that Pathfinder. So we will actually focus and fire. So point blank brings me to 8 shots, hitting on 4s, reaping 8. Oh, okay, well, that's still good. 7 up defense, and he's dead. It's a good roll, but he only had 1 wound left, so he's dead.
Okay.
I'm not going to use the skirmish move because I'm already on the objective, so I'm happy where I am.
I do.
Because you use the ability, you have to be next, as if I had just gotten a boost. What did you get?
A core.
A core. Well, that leaves only your shield maidens. So I'm assuming...
Assault doesn't mean I shoot in combat.
No, it's only when you charge.
Okay.
But you can focus then fight because you have an extra action, so you can get +1 accuracy. You got 5 attacks, hitting on 4s, reaping 8. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 6 up saves. You kill 1, 2 of them only. So 2 go down. And see if you can draw one of your tokens next.
I'm trying to feel for the blue ones.
Yeah, trying to get that. Yeah, feel the color, right? And you got a boost.
Dragonfly, it is.
I'm gonna try to kill my dragonfly. So multi-fire on your oppressor.
I'm not sure. Do I ignore the vertical?
Yep, absolutely.
Because okay.
It's basically where you start to where you end has to be within 8 inches. Okay. Ignoring all intervening terrain and models. If you go on a diagonal like up, then you measure up. So, okay, pop up to here. You managed to get me out of cover, and now fire all your weapons. Start with the missiles, hitting on 5s. 8s are anti-armor. Ooh, we got an anti-armor. Single 9-up save, otherwise I'm dead. Dead.
Okay.
It does explode, but only 3 inches. Nothing's close enough for the explosion, so the dragonfly is destroyed. Next activation has to be me.
Has to be you.
And so it's me, a boost. I'm going to activate the lieutenant. One of his boosts is actually to be able to heal a core or elite 5. So he's going to bring back the 4 lost droids here. And that's for free, he can do that. And then I'm just going to have him run up onto the objective. Has to be you next, which is only really the shield wardens. So the question is, do you get a boost or do you get a regular?
Regular.
Regular.
9.
Yeah, so he's just going to basically run onto the objective.
And
that'll be all of your activations.
I think. All right.
We're going to try to move block, hoping I don't get a boost for my core unit.
Okay.
So it's only me, so the order that these are pulled will be important. So you can drop that aside. And we have a boost. I'm going to boost these guys again, and they're going to do the same thing from before. They're going to charge in, fire their shotguns, and fight. Charging in and firing their point-blank shotguns. 20 shots from the shotguns. So we got 6 5-up defense rolls. And looks like one of them dies. One of them dies, and then I'll swing. They do have parry, so I'll be -1 to hit. And then swinging on 6s. Only 2 of them hit.
I mean, come on, you gotta go easy on me a little bit.
Okay, I'm trying.
I'm a guest.
You take no damage. Really all that's left is this unit. So I'm gonna bring back a drone.
That's an elite?
Yep. And then we're just gonna move to provide my aura. And then these guys will fight your shield maidens. 5 attacks hitting on 5s. We got 3 hits. 3 5-up saves. Fail one of these and I take the objective. You do not fail any. That's the end of the round 3. So we both hold 2 objectives. Or sorry, you hold 2 objectives, I hold 1, because we both have 5 guys on that one. And so we both get a point. And the question is, who killed more? Now, I still am actually curious, because you killed my dragonfly, but I killed your Pathfinder. So that's actually tied. So the score was 6-3, now it is 7-4. So the score is 7-4 as we go into the final round. It's looking tough, but we'll find out within the first few polls if you have any chance of victory. So what's the first poll? It's going to be a white boost. Steel Specter boost. Oh, close. It's an elite. That is actually not useful because I don't really have anything I can do with them, so I'm just going to move up and help with that objective. Come on, give me something good. Steel Specter boost. No, it is an Immari boost.
I need it bad. So, going to boost these guys. Give them reaping.
Oh, they already have reaping. You're going to give them piercing.
Give them piercing, and I'm going to focus them. Hope to clean this objective off.
Or at least kill enough. That is yours.
Right.
Because if you hold 3 objectives at the end and you kill a unit and I don't kill any, then you win. You'll get 4 points and you'll win.
So I would really like to kill all but one of these guys. So if you try to shoot me, I'll be in melee.
Yeah. That could work.
Okay.
So 4s to
go.
hit. 8s are reaping and piercing. Oh, okay. So we've got 4 piercing and 2 regular. So the 4 piercing first. So I will have a 9-up save against these. So you just killed 4 of them. That's all but my unit leader, who now has 2 AP nothing saves. So I got to pass 2 6-up saves. Saved.
There you go.
I had to do a leadership test because you did deplete my unit. So it'll be a 6+. Okay, I am not on that objective anymore. That is your objective. Now the only other thing that you have to do is kill a unit and not lose anything in return. No matter what though, I go next because that was a boost.
Darn.
You better pray that you draw. I actually don't even know because I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest. And I get a boost. I'm going to boost this guy, and I'm going to use a double action to fall out of combat so that we can line up for some shots here. They are boosted though, which means I have to kill them, and shaking's not enough. Okay, so you must go next, which will be... That's me. It's me again. That's still me. Hey, core.
Nope.
Keep going.
Already done?
You boosted your core. So, and what do we got?
Elite.
Elite.
That's right.
That's easy. Focus and swing.
3s to hit.
Yeah. So 3s to hit because you are focusing.
Aha.
Oh, but 4s because I still have my shield nearby. So 4s to hit.
4s.
6-up defense. You just killed 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Not enough to deplete, but you do have stun, so I do owe you a leadership test. And you have fear, so it's at -2. That makes it an 8+. I am not going to be broken. This is actually close. You do need to kill a unit though. What is it?
Core?
My core. All right, the engineer can heal 2 of them, so I'm gonna bring back 2, and then we're just gonna swing in combat. And you've got parry, so I'm hitting you on 7s. Hey, don't biff this 5-up saves and you'll be fine. 1.5 die, so not biffed. So 1 dies, and who cares about the wound on the other, because I have nothing else that can really attack them. And you draw. I'm really hoping you get me next, because I'd like to shoot your shield maidens. You got my commander. So we'll do my lieutenant, who will take care of your shield maidens. I'm going to focus, and then fire the blast rapid fire weapon at them. 3s to hit, reaping 8. Oh, that's a good hit.
Let's
6
go,
up
girls.
saves.
Go, girls. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait a second. Hold on 1 second. No, never mind. I just double checked. I'm like, you may have had heavy cover, but you rolled 1s and 2s. I just destroyed the unit.
Thank you very much. Okay.
I think that'll seal the deal here, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think that's going to seal it because you had to kill more of me than I did of you. And, okay, why don't you draw? Let's see what you got. But I'm pretty sure your oppressor has no way to kill 2 units. Right? Right, what'd you get?
A boost.
A boost. You know, it doesn't matter, because you have to not only kill 2 units, you need to hold 3 objectives. And so that's impossible. So why don't you take 1 last shot with your oppressor, and then it will be a Steel Specter victory.
Just, all right.
You want to harpoon this guy? I was going to fly up.
Let me ask you, how many wounds does he have?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
He's
matter.
a character, and he's near a unit, so he's got stealth 6. So you have to be within 6.
That's the same as that guy.
Yeah, that guy's actually got stealth 3.
Can't do anything there.
He won't be able to kill all of them. So why don't you harpoon that guy and call it a day?
Oh.
Harpoon hits on 3s. That's a hit. It's AP2. So I've got a 8-up. Oh,
Of course.
not harpooned.
Missiles.
Missiles hitting on 5s. They both hit. And one of them's even piercing. So it's AP5. So I gotta need a 10. Nope, you got him.
Okay.
He obliterated him with a missile.
All right. Well
Who held
played,
this-
sir.
Did anybody hold this objective at the end of last turn? Because you do get a victory point for taking objectives.
It was contested.
That's right, nobody did. So unfortunately, you don't get any points for that.
Okay.
Well, I think that is game. I will win by a narrow victory, actually. I think I'm only going to win by about 3 points. But But that if you had just pulled in a slightly different order,
Yeah.
then that could have made a difference. There's a lot of times when that happens, which is the key part behind Ravaged Star, that there's a lot of gambling when it comes to like, where do I place my units? And there's still plenty of strategy, but you have to be able to see all of those possibilities of what might happen.
I think, I'm not sure if this objective helped me, because you have to hold it, which, of course, this guy was able to yo-yo, so that was okay.
That's what I was saying when you put one in your own deployment. Not only is it worth 2 victory points to me if I manage to take it, but it does kind of force you to give up a unit.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you put them a little further up, then all of a sudden it lets you advance and have your firepower, but then it does expose it to your guys coming in.
Losing the oppressor early was a big deal, because he was more of an infantry, and you've got a lot of infantry. I thought maybe I could take your dragonfly down.
Well, you did eventually, just not
Right.
as quick as you wanted to.
Right.
And not before he punked your Pathfinder.
But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I contributed, and I've got models coming in. I'm looking forward to it. But I was wondering, where's this gonna fall in my group of games that I play? But I really like it. Really like it. I'm gonna tell people about it.
Well, I appreciate
Get people on board.
Yeah, and I've been enjoying it a lot too. I know that's funny to say from the game designer, but you never know when you're designing a game just how much you're going to enjoy it yourself. But I find that the fog of war, the random pull, I actually really enjoy that. So I'm gonna be designing other games that maybe have a bit more control, just because you want different experiences based on which game you're playing. You don't always
Sure.
want the same experience. So it doesn't make it the best game. It's just a different type of game. So.
Right. And there's definitely synergy in list building, so there is that element. I think lining up the special rules is good. I'm looking forward to diving into it.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks so much, Blake, for coming out. And if you guys want to come in for a battle report, just go check out miniwargaming.com/challenge. Happy wargaming.